Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Trains and Thrills for Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic, part of the main scenario pack. With 2 coasters and a scenic railroad, your task is to expand and bring in more guests. However, the main rides are not allowed to be demolished. Your objective is to have at least 1,400 guests in your park at the end of October year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. So the main rides then, by the look of it, are a wooden coaster, a wild mouse, and a train. So I'm going to assume that these, yeah, there you go. So we can't delete them. And we can't modify the track in any way. Same for the wooden coaster. And I assume it'll be the same. Yeah, same for those. If I had have accidentally deleted one, I would have just restarted. So we're charging for rides then, free admission into the park. We've got a train, a good selection of gentle rides to begin with. Some, not a great selection of coasters. We've already got the wooden and the mouse. Not a great selection of thrill rides. Some water rides, which could be handy because we do have some water around the place. And not a bad selection of shops, but I would like more. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my research into shops. We've already got a few decent looking rides down. I'm going to assume that they've all got good stats. Yeah, very good. The railroad, yep, that's as exciting as some coasters. And these as well. Only £4. I just saw the price going up for that. So we can raise that. We can raise that. We can raise that as well. So I think what I'm going to do the first year, we've already got 5 rides down. So we're going to let the guests come in and use the benefit of these starting rides. And then, so in the first few months at least, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around tinkering with some of the rides, adjusting them as and where I think they need it, putting down shops, toilets, kiosks, that sort of thing, and adding some pathing loops. Because what I noticed is, let's get rid of the scenery, make the rides invisible. Right, so this whole section of the park isn't accessible. So what I'm going to want to do is then add some sort of path around the back or alongside the wooden coaster, and that way then we bring in this whole section of park, make it easy to expand. So we'll do that for the first few months and just see where we are. July year 1, 750 guests in the park, so we're halfway there. I've added down some shops, seating areas, rejigged some of the paths, so made the exit paths, just changed the look of them and added some no entry signs. Extended the queue lines as well to help get some guests off the paths. Added a little water ride just down here, some shops, rejigged the paths for the pirate ship, added some little path loops down here, some more shops. Again, pathing just down here, a lot of shops as well. Kiosk, got the umbrella set to 20, so when it rains we get a nice bonus. Again, shops, toilets around the place. I built this little seating area just on the drop for the wooden coaster. I think that would be a cool place to sit and eat some pizza or something. And then brought the path back down. So we've got plenty of room to expand into. We've still got the green arrow as well. And what have I added? All I have added is this, the little pedalers down there. And the shops, that's it. So the guest numbers are still going up considerably. So I've got my research into thrill rides now, got enough shops. So we're going to see what else we can unlock, put a few of those down, and then we'll probably, once we've got a few thrill rides down, we can start looking at coasters. But for now, I think we've done a really good start. October year 1, got 1,000 guests in the park, only 400 to go then. One thing I've done with the trains is I've increased it to 6 trains and 3 cars per train. And then we've got it set to wait for a full load, leave if another train arrives at the station, but it has to wait for a minimum of 10 seconds. So they will override each other. So it will wait for a full load, but the leave if another train will override that one. And then, but it will be a minimum of 10 seconds. If that minimum of 10 seconds wasn't ticked, then it would just leave straight away. So there is a train in the station now. So I can just show you how it works. So that train isn't full. This train pulls in. Stops, and that one goes because it's already waited a minimum of 10 seconds. So the reason I've got that is because by the time the trains all come round, they will be coming in quite thick and fast. So one thing I've done is I've been working on this like gentle section. So we've got a Ferris wheel, haunted house, carousel, spiral slide, and the car ride. Truckers, good excitement on that. The wooden coaster, I've increased the price on that to 10. Railroad 5, and the mice over here, the wild mouse, at 10 as well. I've added like balloons and things like that. So as they come off, there you go, someone's just bought a little balloon. So as they come off, they're really happy. See, they're jumping up in the air, they're jumping up, so that means they're happy. And there you go, they've just bought a balloon straight away. Cool. So I think now we're doing really well. We've got the green arrow back. I think it's probably time to start building some coasters. July year 2, and there's been a bit of a drama on the wild mouse. So it flashed up saying one of the trains hasn't come back, or one of the cars hasn't come back to the station. So I immediately panicked, thinking, uh-oh, it stopped somewhere out on the track. There might be a crash. But when I looked at it then, what's happened is one of the cars has gotten stuck. The other one has hit the back of it, but not fast enough to crash. And then the rest have just piled up behind it. Now, normally, this wouldn't be an issue. What I could do is I could just come in and maybe reset it, or if that didn't work, I could just edit the track so that all the cars disappear. That doesn't work because we're not allowed to demolish or modify it. So demolishing it, obviously that doesn't work. So these guys, all 16 of them, they're just gonna have to stay here. There's nothing really I can do. I mean, I could save it, export the file into Open Rollercoaster Tycoon, and do it on a computer and reset it that way, but I want to do all these just on Classic, so I'm gonna just have to leave them there. So sorry about that, guys. So I've been working on Junior Coaster just here using gravity, so it comes out of the station, then goes straight around the track, a few bumps and things, and then it comes back to the station. We got the chain lift on the end, so I like the idea of that. I think that would be quite cool in real life if you just go straight into the ride, and then the chain lift then can be a bit of time at the end of the ride where you just chill out and sort of let your heart rate come down and all the rest of it. So I got a go-kart I'm just started building just over there, but and then we got a couple of thrill rides I've dumped down. So yeah, really, I've just been scratching my head trying to work out what to do with the mouse coaster, but I really don't believe there is anything I can do with it. So yeah, that was a bit of an issue. What I noticed was I did have the inspection time at 30 minutes. I hadn't changed it to 10. So maybe that's an issue. Maybe if I had put it down to 10, it wouldn't have broken down and then it wouldn't have got stuck like this, but I don't know. So I'm going to carry on. Let's try and build something exciting. At the moment, these 16 guests aren't causing too much of a drama. They aren't affecting the rating of the park, but you never know. October year 2, those guys are still there. we've got a new coaster just over here, the Red Rooster corkscrew coaster. Nice stats on it. So it comes up the chain lift just over there. Nice interaction with the junior coaster. Let's just stop now on the block brakes whilst the second one comes in. And then nice long sweeping bend down into 2 loops. And then using the terrain, then we've got it coming down. Nice fast bend, interacting with the ride track. Underground, back round, couple of corkscrews. Down, Cobra roll, and then back to the station via a brake run. And then just over here then, we've got Diamond Mouse, a wild mouse. And this one shouldn't ever break down, and the guests shouldn't get stuck. So since we've already got one mouse out of action, I thought I'd add another one. Again, with this one, we're using the terrain for the thrill part of the ride, and then at the end then we're using the chain lift to bring you back to the station. Nice stats. Log flume just over here. Now, one thing I did when we played, what was it, Parabola Park? Another one of the Mayan scenarios. I split the station. I should have done that on this one. It would have helped with throughputs. As it is, we've got guests stuck at the back, and there's only one being allowed at the time, so that's a bit of a pain. But I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm not too concerned. It'd be quite handy to have some of the guests off the queue line for a while. So I finished the go-karts just over here. Good excitement on that. Some nice interactions with the existing rides. Yeah, so it's October year 2. We've got another year to go. We've got just under 1,600 guests, so we're okay. We've done enough to pass the scenario. So I don't want to add too much more because I don't want to risk overcrowding the park. So we should be fine. Maybe another coaster or two, and then we can call it quits. October year 3, 1,600 guests in the parks. There's 200 more than what we need. We've got the red arrow, but I'm not really too concerned because we've got a good 200 guest buffer. So the main addition to the park then, since we last spoke, is this Green Giant stand-up coaster. High intensity. It was higher. It was over 10 when I first built it. Thanks in part to this batwing just down here. But I've managed to bring the intensity under control without doing any major surgery to the coaster, because I really wanted to keep it as much as if I could. So what I did, it did come up, the chain lift did come up a bit higher. So what I've done is I've just reduced it slightly, and the intensity was still a bit too high. So now what I've done is I've added a brake just on the end there, because it was going into that batwing way too quickly. So this brake, there you go, you can still see it bouncing around the 4, and then as soon as it drops, then it starts to accelerate. So by the time it hits the batwing, it's only doing 23, back up. So it's just enough to be able to complete that. And then down here we've got a corkscrew. Where is it? So by the time it hits the corkscrew, it's only going 38. So that's fine. And then little brake run just there. So I've managed to get the block brakes running really good on this one. So there's a block brake on the brake run just there, just underneath the last roof tile. And there's another one then just sort of there. Just there. It's going to pass it now. So it hits that. So by the time that enters it, this one is then, and that's on the chain lift. This one then is on the brake run there. This one hasn't even come to the top of the chain lift. So this one doesn't stop. And then by the time this then passes the chain lift, this one then in the station is ready to go, which should have filled up. That's fine. That's fine. We can wait for passengers. So there you go. So by the time this one gets that, this one's already on its way. Cool. So I'm very happy with that. Okay. So what do we do then? Where is the entrance? Can't find it. It was over here. Yes, I found it. Okay. So when we came into the park, then we had the wooden coaster, the train, the wild mouse death trap over there, and the carousel and pirate ship. I put my research into shops. I rejigged the pathing on some of the rides, tweaked the number of trains and things as well. We weren't able to alter the track or get rid of them, so that's fine. I would have kept them anyway. What the big problem that has led to, though, is we had one of the cars stall on the wild mouse. So these guys here have been here for about a year or so. They're getting really fed up now. They want to get off, but I can't get them off because I can't edit the ride. I can't demolish it, so they just have to stay there forever. Oh well. And then after that, then put research into thrill rides, put down a nice little gentle area as well, and then I came around then adding the thrill rides to all the path loops that I'd built. And once we done that, then we were able to just put down some coasters, trying to use the terrain where possible, some nice interactions with the other rides as well. Log flume just over here, little pedalo boats, tons of shops and toilets and kiosks all around the place. I connected, zoomed out a bit too much, so probably roughly around here, I connected a path from there to around to around where the wild mouse is. That way then we were able to open up this whole section of path just round here, and we've completed it. Fantastic, because that way then we're able to add rides pretty much here, there and everywhere. We haven't got to worry about where the pathing is, etc. So adding that path loop, that's enabled me to add this the green stand up just there, the go-karts, the seating area as well all around here, the junior coaster as well, I've added that section, and the corkscrew. So just a little bit, a few game months of planning and putting down paths and things like that, and it just makes it so much easier then. So much easier when you're playing the rest of the game. So this was Trains and Thrills, another Mayan SOS scenario pack. A link to the whole pack in the video description. I am Stu. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.